Good evening, folks. Robert Chappell here, Executive Editor of Madison365 with your daily update, evening edition for May 24th, 2022. May 23rd, rather. Sorry, May 23rd. We are here in the evening because the State Department of Health Services had a technical issue, was not able to put together to publish the COVID data. So I thought I would just wait. And if they didn't have it done by now, I was just going to come on anyway and talk about other stuff. But they did get it done about 7:30. And the data looks pretty good today, actually. But we'll get to that in a minute. First, I got to tell you that today is Metcalf's Monday. Metcalf's is a fourth-generation family-owned and operated market with stores in Madison, at Hilldale, and behind the Westtown Mall, and in Wauwatosa at 68th and State. They are ready for grilling season. I am ready for grilling season. Are you guys ready for grilling season? I think I might get some ribs going this weekend. But at Metcalf's, they have local meats and seafood for your next backyard picnic. Stop by the store, or you can order for pickup or delivery anytime at shopmetcalfs.com. And one other piece of business we have to tend to today, Steinhafels is having their biggest Memorial Day sale ever. Save 35 to 75% off throughout the entire store. Plus, get great bonus buys and take an extra 10% off patio furniture, because it's that time of year, folks. It's Steinhafels' biggest Memorial Day sale ever. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com today. And we appreciate Steinhafels and Metcalf's for their support of nonprofit local media here at Madison 365 and on the Daily Update. Now, let's get to some numbers. As I mentioned, the COVID numbers look pretty good today. 1,055 new cases. Remember, it wasn't that long ago that like 100 cases seemed like a lot back in the blissful spring of 2020. 1,055 for a Monday, not too bad. That puts our 7-day average at 1,918. That was 1,945 on Friday, so it's down a little bit, right? It's basically steady, which is pretty good. 12.5% of tests have come back positive in the past 7 days. That's very, very high. We want that to be below 3. Right, but it's lower than the 14. This most recent surge peaked at 14 on the 12th of May and is now down to 12.5. So it's going in the right direction. Hospitalizations also basically steady. 352 people currently hospitalized. That's up by 19 since Sunday. Okay, but that's down by 45. A little over 10%, maybe like 15% or so in the past 7 days. So up for the day, but down overall, which is good. ICU patients, on the other hand, at 54 today. That's up by 5 since yesterday, so a little under 10% increase just in the past day, and up by 10, so about 20% increase in the past 7 days. So the ICU population up a little bit, but the overall hospitalized population generally steady over the past week. The new death average per day is now down to 1. That's kind of where it's been for the past week, or 1 or 2. And then with it being coming off a weekend, 0 deaths were confirmed yesterday. Again, these are not when the deaths are happening. This is when they're confirmed, right? Which is paperwork, right? So that'll probably go up a little bit in the next few days, but one hopes it doesn't go up by much. All right, that's the COVID update. We're going to take a short pause. We're going to hear from Madison College. And we'll be back with some more news for you right after this. Do not scroll away.
Apply yourself this summer. At Madison College, we encourage you to be your truest self. You're a trendsetter. Whether it's the clothes you're wearing, the music you're listening to, or the new game you're playing, you're into it first. Friends and family seek your advice because you're a natural born leader. For you, life is all about taking things to the next level. And at Madison College, we can't wait to see what you do. Apply yourself this summer.
And thanks for sticking with us. In other news today at University of Wisconsin-Madison School of Education, Dr. Percival Matthews has been on the faculty since 2012. He's been an interim associate dean since August of 2021, and he is now the permanent associate dean for equity, diversity, and inclusion at the UW-Madison School of Education. He's one of the co-creators of the Wisconsin Center for Educational Research Fellows Program, which is dedicated to increasing the diversity of scholarly leaders in the professorate and other research professions. So he's no stranger to this kind of work, and it's just really important at the School of Education, especially as they're preparing the next generation of educators. We want those folks to not only be a diverse pool of talent, but to understand diversity and inclusion as they go out to educate our children. So it's a really important position, and congratulations to Dr. Matthews for taking that on. Also today, we have a story on the website this morning about this book that you see here, which is called My Imagined World. And it aims to inspire creativity in sort of early readers, so second, third, fourth grade type age. And it is inspired by the work and legacy of Prince Rogers Nelson. As you are aware, I'm sure, if you know anything about Prince, there are lots of fan groups on social media, Facebook groups dedicated to his, they call themselves devotees, not fans exactly. But when he passed away in 2016, Yolanda Everett from Atlanta, Georgia, who had written a children's book before, but by the way, her other children's book from 2014 is really fascinating. I want to get it. It's about her father was president at the Montgomery bus boycotts as a 9-year-old boy. So really interesting perspective there in her first children's book, but she wanted to do a children's book basically inspired by The Beautiful Ones, which is Prince's memoir. At the same time, she was thinking about that, Madison's own Anik Jupati, who is the director of events and volunteers at Madison Museum of Contemporary Art, started posting drawings she was doing inspired by Prince and drawings of Prince. And Yolanda saw this in this Facebook group, said, wow, that'd be great if you could illustrate my children's book. So they worked together. For the past 2.5 years, they've been working on this book. They just put it out last month. It is available at Amazon.com, BN.com, Walmart.com, lots of places online you can get it. The story, I talked with Anik, I talked with Yolanda, I talked with both of them, and the story is up from this morning at Madison365.org. Take a look at that, and click the link to buy it and support your local authors and your local artists. That's all I have for you today. I'm sorry. No, that's not all I have for you today. Dr. Sylvia Romero, one of the alumni of our most influential Latino leaders list, is the new assistant superintendent for teaching and learning at Middleton Cross Plains Area School District. She was the principal at Nuestro Mundo School, the first bilingual charter school in Madison. She's worked in several school districts around the area and is now taking that really important, impactful administrative role at Middleton Cross Plains, just to the west of Madison. So if you're in that school district, you're getting a good one there. All right, that is all I have for you. Have a wonderful evening. I'll be back tomorrow, I hope, at a more normal hour. We'll see if DHS has their systems figured out tomorrow. Till then, have a wonderful evening. Follow us at Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and the website Madison365.org. As always, until then, take care. Have a great evening.
This is 365 Media.